probably wondering why I'm talking quiet, and it's because it is it is 9:30. Oh shoot! And today is not really a pretty like OP like strong OP. It's like of course it's gonna be OP, but like too OP. Um, and it might look like it's a lot, but it's not. It just has since it has a bunch of words in it, and like reincarnation is a pretty big word, and so it might look like it's a lot. But what if Naruto was half Uchiha, half Hyuga, and also was the reincarnation of Madara and Kaguya and Hashirama and Tobirama, and reincarnation plus infinite chakra plus fox sage plus white bane reincarnation and train under Asuma and Hiruzen. I really want Naruto to have like super awesome chakra control at the same time. Sorry, I had to pause for a moment, but I want to really have much chakra control. The only reason I'm doing this, what if I would have been doing part 2, what if the good dark side powers and other phase modes and stuff? It's because I thought about, well, what if Deku could if he has he would put his chakra into a kunai blade or whatever it's called that Asuma has, and put chakra on it like Asuma, or also make it into electricity, so like it would have electricity on it, but he would also put Materasu on it, but like electricity Materasu, but also activate 64 palms, 8 trigrams, but he wouldn't do it with his palms, he would do it with the kunai blade. So it would be like a ultimate combo with that. It would be dope. I thought of that. Like, well, he would have to be Hyuga and he would have just awesome. So, I knocked out my phone for a minute, but and Naruto would be a fox sage, so he would have a closer connection, but not like too close. He would have to gain his still recognition, but yeah, pretty close to Nantos. So Naruto would be born as the prophecy child. I'm gonna do this plot again, but Kaguya and all the other people were looking for reincarnation. And since Naruto is a fox sage and has infinite chakra, and has infinite chakra because he's a fox sage. But the fox sage does not really mean that he has infinite chakra. Just since he says I just give him infinite chakra. So yeah, I'm gonna get through this quick. I can get through the good parts. So Naruto would get his reincarnation and all that stuff. And then they would seal Naruto. They would seal the whole fox, and Naruto did not have to be a whole fox. And as soon as Naruto started crying, Horuzen came in the show, like in canon, and he came and took Naruto. But inside, Kurama was like, "This kid has like a connection to me." No way. Is he? There's no way he is. And there hasn't been a person like that in centuries and years. He was like, can he be a fox sage? So then Naruto would be a prodigy, but not too much of a prodigy like Itachi. But he doesn't really like showing his skills. He's like Shikamaru, doesn't really like showing his skills, even though he's super smart. So then one day Naruto was walking, and then these two kids that like around, like say 12 years old, about to jump him. One is a Nara. Oh my god. One is a Nara and one is a Inuzuka. He's like, let's jump this fool. He was like, come on. And he punches him. He's like, whoa, I just thought we were here to spook the kid. I forgot who I got that from. I got it from some YouTuber that does what ifs. He's like, okay. He's like, come on, freak, fight back. He's like, I don't want to. And the voice inside him says, fight back. And then he's like, but I don't want to. And the voice inside him says, better fight back. And then Naruto glows with immense chakra, and they feel it. And then Kurama took over for a minute, but doesn't really want to help him. He just took over because he was a little kid, and that's pretty unfair how he's doing that. So he took over, and he says, "Step away from me, or I'll break your arm, or maybe even kill you." He's like, "Oh yeah, then do it. Then you might have a lot of chakra, but you're not like us from our super rare clan." He's like, "Okay then," and it activates his Byakugan in both of his eyes. He's like, "Before I start, I'm gonna give you one warning to leave. I'm usually not like this, but before I do, I will kill you." And he's like, "Come on then." And he activates his Fox Sage, but it's not a mastered Fox Sage, but it is Fox Sage, so he only has it temporarily. And he combined it with the Byakugan. He's like, "I told you this." And Naruto's jumping from building to building super fast. And he says, "That is it. 64 poems, 8 trigrams." And he's like, "How could he learn that? No kid like you could just learn that out of thin air." And then he beats both the kid ups into a bloody pulp. And he says, "I told you to step away. And if you don't want to step away, I don't know what you're going to do in your life." And he's like, and Naruto took over. He didn't know what happened, but he led back. The kids were on the ground moaning. Not moaning, but groaning. And he's like, and he touches them and he says, "Are you okay?" And they're like, "Get away from us, freak." And Naruto steps back. He's like, "Oh." And they run away. So then Naruto goes home and he's like, "Why are people calling me a freak? A freak, that's all I hear every day. A freak, a freak, a freak." And he looks into the mirror and he sees Kurama, like literal Kurama. He's like, "I don't like you, kid, but I only helped you that part because that was pretty unfair what they're doing." And he was like, "Who are you?" He's like, "You don't need to know who I am. All you need to know is don't count on me all the time. You little kid disgust me." He's like, "Okay." Naruto was sleeping, and he's in the dream in the subconscious, technically. And he sees Kaguya, Madara, Tobirama, and he sees White Fang, and Tobirama, and Hashirama, and the people that he's the reincarnation as. And Naruto's like, "Who are you?" And Naruto's like, "Well, I am what you call legendary." He's like, "Legendary? I never heard of you." He's like, "So you live in my village, but never heard of me?" He's like, "Your village? What do you mean by your village?" And they sit down and talk about their history. He's like, "Whoa, you did all of that?" And he was like, "So Madara? So I'm your reincarnation." And he's like, "Yeah." And then a big, girl, a big woman comes out of the darkness, and it's Kaguya. He's like, and she cries and grabs his face, and he was like, "My son," because he's still the reincarnation of that one kid from the Six Pass, that one his child, I think is Asuna. That's not Asuna. I don't know. And then, oh, by the way, did I mention? No, I'll probably make Naruto the reincarnation of the Six Pass if I can. I don't know. And they're like, "We're here to train you." They're like, "I'm gonna train you, but when you wake up, you'll be a full-grown prodigy." No, girl, yeah, you won't be full-grown, but you would be a prodigy. Like for part 2.